So I'm with Joe Flaherty of Wildside Hunting Safaris, and we took an amazing fallow buck this morning. Like, he was just beautiful. So I had a nice bite to eat, got warmed up, and happy tummies now.
Some of Brenda's beautiful food.
Oh,
just about put
fabulous.
You into a food coma at lunchtime.
And now we're off for
a hunt for a red stag. We've seen a few quite nice ones, but not the real mature ones that I'm hoping for. Right. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of
a drizzle.
Yeah, drizzle. So it's still good. It's good hunting weather. It's good. And these deer will be starting to come out pretty soon for their afternoon bite to eat, and hopefully we can find something. So. Well,
we've had a pretty good start for their first day hunting.
Yeah, that was very fortunate.
Let's go get us a red stag.
Okay, let's do it. Darn it. Let's go see if we can catch up with them. Oh no, Stag came up behind him. Let's go around here. No, that's not him. No. Get ready, just in case he comes around. No, it's not him. But there was a real strong smell of stag come up out of there. Those stags came across the top here and down into here. I got a feeling that he's still down here somewhere, so I can't have a look. There's no use running up that way because they're already gone in here. Young stags. Never mind. Yeah, at least we know. I think so. See it right over there. Another stag right up in the bush over there. It's not our stag though.
Oh, so that was a fun little bit. Earlier in the day, Gerald had told me about this massive stag. He got broken off earlier in life, and so he grows kind of forward and funny. And we've been looking all afternoon for him, and we're just about to go up this one draw, and out he scoots right across the front of us, and we've been tracking after him for the last hour and a half, and there's just stags popping up left and right, and it's like, oh, is that him? We get down on the backpack, and no, not him. Keep going. No, that's a young one. No, that's a young one. It's just so much fun, and it's like every time you go over a hill, you think you're going to see him. And Wildside Hunting Safaris on the North Island of New Zealand, way too much fun. So this is the end of day one. Stay tuned for day two.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Zeiss Sport Optics. We make it visible. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Coeur d'Alene Sporting Goods, home of the Rocky Mountain Rifle. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Silver Willow Taxidermy, capturing the memories. Loa Boots, handcrafted in Europe. Deluxe wall tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions.
Well, morning of day 2, eh, Gerald?
Mm-hmm.
We had a pretty exciting drive in this morning, though. So.
We did. We had a stampede.
That was unreal. Just fallow deer and red deer everywhere, and they
Yeah.
were just running. So, day 2,
Yep.
red stag.
Well, hopefully that's the plan. Yep. They probably have another plan, another agenda other than ours, but we'll give it a best shot.
Yeah, we had a bit of rain last night, and
Yeah.
luckily everything lifted. It looks like it's
Yeah.
going to be a gorgeous morning.
We've got a bit of a southerly coming through, so that usually means it's going to clear for a bit,
Right.
and then later in the week it's going to bring snow. So
Lovely.
yeah, hopefully we're done and dusted by then. We can put our feet up in front of the fire and watch TV for a few days. What do you think?
That'd be awesome, but let's get
Probably
headed on
not.
our adventure.
Okay. Then. That was pretty cool.
How close were we?
I mean, you can hear him
I can hear him
chewing the
chewing.
food and almost hear his stomach ruminating.
At first, when I saw just the antlers, I thought he was bedded right there.
Oh yeah.
And then as we got closer, I saw he was just standing with his butt right here.
Yeah.
And then he it was all of a sudden he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. The wind is sort of swirling a little
Yeah,
bit.
and he was like, uh-oh, I'm caught.
Yeah.
And then he came down and he just poked his head right here.
Just to get
He had to get
confirm
a look.
what we
He had
were.
to get a look.
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah.
too cool. Like, how close are we?
Oh, we're only 6 yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little. I think it's a 2 or 3 year old stag. So
Yeah.
yeah, he just got a big lesson, big education. So, oh my God, here's shed antler from probably either a 2 or a 3 year old stag,
Right.
and you can see where they've chewed the bone down on it. Obviously, it's been here for a few years because that's obviously a year old at least. But
So what would have chewed down
that's
the...
the deer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nothing else chews them other than the deer. We don't have squirrels or anything like they have up in America. So the deer will eventually, I think, as it softens, over a period of time.
How they get calcium and stuff?
Yeah. So, but I've seen them chewed right down to just a nub.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. They look funny when they're walking around with them in their mouths. It's sort of like chewing them along. Yeah, quite
That's
hard
unreal.
case. So, and they're nasty when you drive over them in
Yeah.
a vehicle because inevitably
hard
they're
on
with
the
the points. Yeah. So we'll just throw it up there. Well, that was an awesome fight, wasn't it?
That was amazing.
Yeah. It's a little bit scary when you start seeing big stags like that really going hammer and tongs at each other. And outside the rut, that's probably one of the best fights I've seen.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, this is on the front part of the property that we're hunting on now. It's got this this crop land rolling down out of the area that we've been hunting on, and then onto this nice pasture which is just being developed for a dairy farm. So the deer are nipping out at night time, doing their thing and heading back to the bush in the morning. So.
Outdoor Quest TD is brought to you by Puma SGB Knives, knife maker to the world since 1769. Defense Aerosols, for when your life depends on it. The Wild Sheep Foundation, putting and keeping sheep on the mountain.
Well, morning of day 5, and we woke up to a bit of a snowstorm.
We did, and it's forecast for a few days actually, so this could be a little bit of fun, something different.
Yep. Well, we're usually hunting this at home, so
yeah,
it's nothing different for us, but
we're really making you guys feel at home. That's what it's about, yeah. The good thing about this is that we're going to be, we know where the deer are going to be, and they're not going to be out in the open. They'll be right on those bush edges, and they usually antlers a lot in these conditions to break down the branches of the various trees and stuff, and browse on that. So, and they're usually quite noisy and busy, so that'll be good. Can you see him, DJ? Okay. Now, we need to get over there and shoot him without pushing too many other deer. He's going to stay on that spot there for a while by the looks of it, because he doesn't have too many options. So if we get round through here, through these next couple of guts, we can get up to 100 yards on them.
So really exciting. Ever since we left the truck this morning, it's been amazing. We've just seen stag after stag popping out everywhere. Came over this little rise. Jill turns to me and goes, I think that's him. I think that's him. He's checked out. He's about 500 yards from us, a little bit more. He's just under a set of trees. So now the trick is getting in there without the wind swirling on us. Getting a little closer, but it's the big boy, so keep your fingers crossed for me.
Let's go, get this up. Look at that elbow on the ground. Come up a little bit further. Okay. Okay, you got a good view there? Okay. Hey! Hey!
first shot, or at least. So we came after him, and luckily you saw him. He's walking away real slow. So Gerald threw down his pack. I got down as quickly as I could, dialed it up a little bit. Gerald called. He stopped, turned a little bit. Hopefully turned enough. Oh, he's just massive.
Yeah, you got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I heard that thump.
So did I, yeah. Yeah.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine.
We'll go and see if we can see him from this side.
Holy, that was so cool.
That's icing on the cake, or salt on the wound, I should say.
Yeah, well, we've only got about 30 minutes of daylight to find our guy.
Is it? Okay. Oh, I better keep tracking him then.
Well, that looks like an awesome sign.
Yeah.
We left him overnight, and we've been seeing little signs of blood just actually close to where we left him last night, so it's looking really good.
Yeah, well, it's a good sign. That's a good patch of blood.
Yeah,
That
thank
looks-
goodness we have that snow.
Yeah, that looks terminal to me.
Yeah.
It's dripping there, so I think we'll just follow this down and see what we can come up with.
Okay,
Just be ready with the rifle, that's all.
okay, we'll
But
do.
I'm pretty sure he'll be dead.
Yeah, with that blood, yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's blood there. What's that? There's antlers right there. Yeah, he's down.
I don't see any movement. Oh my gosh.
Well, I hope it's him in here. Let's go and have a look.
I think we'll get him out of here and get him a little bit better set up for you guys so you can have a good look at him. So I can have a look at him. He's just beautiful.
Wow, what a stag.
Wow, what a fabulous stag. And he's everything I imagined. You told me about the stag on the first day,
Yep.
and I had my heart set on him. I love stags with all sorts of junk and just something a
Yeah.
little different.
Yeah,
And it took us 5 days.
he did.
He was very elusive.
He is. He's a bit of a reclusive stag. This one. He's you never really see a lot of him, and fortunately we got onto him again the other day, so that was good.
Yeah, but it was amazing. Like, we'd go into all these little valleys and you'd see this giant stag and you're like, nope, that's not him.
Yeah.
And so you get these highs and lows and your heart beating and the adrenaline pumping, and it was just like,
Yeah, you'd bust the stag out of cover and run out to see if it was him, and no, it's
Yeah.
not him, and you'd see
Oh.
these other whopping big stags.
and one stag
they're
that
too
walked
young.
right up on us
Yeah,
the other night. Oh my goodness, he was huge.
he's beautiful, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big hopes for him next year, hopefully. But you can see the stag is, and I remember about 5 years ago,
Right.
a spike breaking his pedicle, and his spike healed, pointing forwards, and then a young 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and all the years through, and I've actually got this stag's antlers from last year, and one hanging on the water tank at home of probably his 2nd or 3rd year or something like that.
Oh wow.
And you can see where his antlers sort of grown forward and then up to counteract that balance, you know. So, but he's an old stag. He's probably about 6 or 7 years old, the stag. He's probably about a 420 to 450 inch stag. So I'm really pleased that we got him. I love seeing an animal like this going to a person who appreciates him.
It's just beautiful. Thank you so much.
What an epic hunt.
It really was. It really was.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know, the good thing is that these animals, we have a self-sustaining herd of deer on this property. And it's one thing that when we first saw the property many years ago, we decided this was the one that's going to be able to sustain a herd of deer, that we don't have to introduce anything, just, you know, get the very best genetics when we first started out, and then just manage them for the best after that. We shoot a lot of females every year on this property. Do a lot of meat hunts and stuff, but also culls, just to keep that female number down. So I'm looking forward to chasing those sambar
next on the agenda.
Yep.
TJ's up.
And
I'm running camera.
Yep.
We'll be doing sandbar.
Fantastic. They're rutting now, and there's lots of action. So
very exciting. Wow.
and then maybe look at the rooster after that as well.
Wildside Hunting Safaris. You got to come here. It is a ton of fun. Thank
Well
you
done.
so much.
It's been a pleasure.
It has.
For more information on hunting in New Zealand with Wildside Hunting Safaris, visit them online at wildsidehunting.com. Check us out online at outdoorquesttv.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.